It's been a wild opening weekend to this point. Who knows what is in store tonight? As off we go for the Sunday night opener. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Slot receiver, headed right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They motion the slot man left. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Patrick Surtain takes the tackle. Here's second and 9.
Trap 60, let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll go play action with Love. Got a man open downfield on the crossing line. Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early. Get some completions. Settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll throw here on third and short. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, you know we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On play action, Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Back at 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
In motion, Reed.
Ready.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. That is caught! And And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 60.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Tag. Warrior 70.
In motion, Reed. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Whose kick is good. And the Packers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Williams. Past midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
1st and 10.
Let's go.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now, faking the give. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Oh, yeah. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now a give, but here comes the reverse. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down, but tries to make this play extended, takes a big loss.
3rd and long. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He is in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Go.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Smart choice here by the quarterback. He's trying to extend the play outside the pocket, but this was really nice coverage. A lot of eyes on the quarterback. It looked like there was multiple guys anticipating a chance for a pick, but throws the ball away and lives for another snap.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Green Bay.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Packers are on top. It's now 10-7. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Going up top. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. He'll get this out wide. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
Go.
On 2nd down, Love. Now he'll run it.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. This run straight ahead for Etienne. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll run.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Rattler, Buffalo 18. Warrior 70. Check out.
From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Slot man in motion left. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And he will go all the way. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion, Reed.
Ready, ready.
They'll go play action with Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Packers going to use their final timeout now, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing is Love. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put them in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
Now Love. He's going to air this one out. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. So we've reached halftime here on our initial Sunday night telecast of the season as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On first down, it's Love. Again, working deep downfield. He's got it! That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Sack.
They'll run it here with Etienne. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Packers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On is Koo for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Back to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now they'll set up to throw. The throw on the run is complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Now give to Gibbs running right, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
In motion, Reed.
Go.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Check smash. Check smash. Check. Check. Cut 19. Cut 19. Cut.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one is caught by Reed. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
At the 60. Biggs. 19 Lions. Broncos. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Luck. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Ready?
In motion, Reed.
Check go.
They'll go for it. Love. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Ready.
Slot man in motion right.
Ready.
On play action, Love. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. In motion, Reed.
Buffalo 18. Warrior 70. 70 range. 70 range. Check go.
Love to throw it on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Nice job initially by the quarterback. He feels that immediate pressure, and he's able to escape the pocket. Now, you're hoping somebody uncovers. One of your targets becomes free, but it became pretty clear that he wasn't going to be able to have anybody to deliver the ball to, and does the right thing by getting rid of it.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
In motion, Reed.
And up.
A second down throw for Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game that allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
In motion, Reed. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. And it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Packers extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Williams on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. Here's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Now ETN. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of the game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Williams in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set!
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with. And tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to come away with that pick.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.